And yes, indeed, I am back. So, after defeating Minyago, I've done all the housekeeping stuff, buying, selling, and so on. I didn't buy so much. I sold everything, of course. I have now 34,000 gold, but I'm not sure what to do with them yet because there are so many things that I needed. I bought War Kit of Saren Ray for Lan because that's our tank and his armor class now 26 when not buffed. I bought from Zosil Rob of Inevitability, of course, to boost a bit his spell penetration. That's basically all. Nothing more I bought from equipment, it stays the same. Now if you look here, newest to oldest, I fabricated Scroll of Shield, that's what I bought. I bought 2 Pearls of First Power. That's I bought 7 shields, 1 blink to test, 3 protection from arrows, 8 hurricane bows, expeditious retreat, Wand of Haste from Voljiv, Scroll of Slow, 4 Gargullias, 2 mirror images, 2 dimension doors for Zacharias Cemetery, and that's all. So that's what I bought. Those things, Field of Saren Ray, and a Robe of Inevitability. Now, regarding leveling up, my main character received extend spell, so it's heighten spell and extend spell, which we have to have. Mythic Pass, I already told yesterday, it's less stand for everyone, but Daniel will have enduring spells. Lan got for the first time in all my practice Great Fortitude. Immediately, so early already. Normally I was always adding here Hammer the Gap, always Hammer the Gap. Okay, Hammer the Gap is not as bad as far as you hit all the time. Like if for some weak mobs, if you hit, like you hit 6 times in a row, then you have 5 extra damage, and in case of critical hit, it can become 15 extra damage, which is not bad. But you have to have like 5 crits in a row, 5 hits in a row. Then you have if you have 5 hits in a row, you have 4 extra damage, and then if it's critical hit, you have 12 extra damage. So it's not bad to have 12 extra damage. But the question is, regarding bosses, you will never have even 4 hits in a row. So you will really not add much. And then easy mobs we will defeat anyway. And for big bosses we won't have it. So hammer the gap. My understanding that it's not necessary. So I decided to give great fortitude already earlier, and Scylla got already great fortitude. The same for Scylla. I was always giving Scylla hammer the gap, but she will not have it anymore. For the same reason as Lan. And I give her earlier, also somewhere here, I give her greater fortitude. Here it will be shake it off. Shake it off here, and here greater fortitude. So Scylla of course got lunge. That's standard. That's her standard build. Weapon focus glaive. Here is lunge. Here I gave greater fortitude because if I played with melee character, with melee, I would have given here of course outflank. But because we don't have melee character, there is no outflank. I might take melee character. I considering it. It could be that, like in the end of the game, I will decide to replace Nania Will with Greybor or with Regil. One of them. And then yes, and then they will need outflank. But in this case, I will give outflank somewhere here, level 17 or level 19. If I decide to take one of them in place of Neniu. And Mythic Feat also last stand. For Zosil it was nothing to choose. It's always heightened spell, doesn't matter whatever you play. And of course last stand. Because if he dies in Zacharias Cemetery, game is over. Then Camellia got Dispel Focus, and here I will give her Dispel Focus again. I never gave it so early, I was giving it like here. But I decided I will give her Dispel Focus now, 1 and 2 times, so she'll be dispelling those Glabrezus in Dresden. Mythic Pass last stand of course, and she's only one that doesn't have last stand. And she had heightened spell of course, because for wizards extend spell and heightened spell, those two things are a must. Can be different order, like I gave to him that heightened spell, which is logic, and to her I gave extend spell, which is also logic, because I needed to fabricate some extended scrolls. That's what we have. Now we go for Zacharias Cemetery, so here are my spells that I prepared, mostly for his own protection. That's for attack, also for protection. As we are gonna be fighting undead, she'll have that one, and I gave her one more O's Wisdom in case we run out of it. And for Zosil it's this and this. This because we need to have more health, more HP to increase chance of survival in Zacharias Cemetery. Skeletons for destruction if needed, 8. Again for surviving, and again 8. Nano, those things to annoy skeletons. Bark skin to annoy skeletons, and spike stones to kill, to wound skeletons. And nano, 5 fireballs to kill skeletons. Those things, this for surviving. Displacement here and there. And some minor stuff. So that's what we have. And I've taken a rest. It's just again to get some extra hit points. So everything is directed to get extra hit points to increase chance of survival in that fight. Now I am here on the map. Again, before, what I was doing, I was immediately attacking with the army. Attacking this army, attacking that army, like progressing, moving closer. This time I will change the pattern. Because we need to win more time, so the sooner, the later I delay those conquests, the better. The better. I don't need to fight immediately. We still have, okay, moral is a bit low, but still above 0. And that's, as you see, banner of victories. Each victory adds 4 days to the time of banner victory stays green, 4 days. So it means if his banner becomes yellow, then I can make a victory here, and it will become again green. So if I do it now, I will lose at least 2 days, maybe 3 days I will lose. We will see when it becomes red. And another one. Each week Demon Army on the road to Dresden adds 10 days to the time. I don't know if it's road to Dresden. Logically, yes. Logically, this is road to Dresden. This is logically. Or maybe they count this road to Dresden. I don't know what they count, what they mean by road to Dresden. And I go to Zacharias Cemetery immediately. Before entering, we buff. We buff, because if you don't buff, it will be over. It's mage armor, of course, first. Who is eligible for it? 3 are eligible. Will diminish Sila, so she's a bit more tanky. And I will diminish Zossel. Reduce actually. Now we need those things. I hope they work. Nano has high UMD. So I give it to her. Now we need also haste. I can also add heroism, of course, but I can add it also later. Wand of haste is like that. That's normally how I start this fight, and then enter. Fuck you. Now, here. I don't believe how fast they are. Okay. Now you can start shooting at those which are the feather. That one. One zombie lord. At least we can diminish them, diminish their number. So, ah, that's how it grows. So there are a couple of places in a game. I know, I think 3 places like that in all the game where you can do something like that. That's legitimate stuff. No pre-buffing, we're buffing during the fight. He was wounded, so we need to heal him. While I'm thinking what to do. She was also wounded. Now they healed. Now we have to use long-lasting spells like that. 'What what else can we give here? From a long lasting, here is nothing. There is, of course, greater heroism. I mean, heroism, just normal heroism. So heroism 1 is here. And they immediately moved because they know that they could hit her from there. They can hit her like that from here. Easily. Easily. Seventeen, 16, 16, 18. Problem is if I kill those, another pack arrives, but they will not come here. Let's kill one of those. He was killing them with a stop. It's enough. It's enough. We don't need to kill them all. Okay, now there are those. But how can we attract them here? Probably the only way is to release some animal. I should have bought more animals like that, more summons. Those don't want to go. If I kill that one, I don't have a choice but to kill him now. Or do I? Because if I kill him, we won't be seeing those. One lord, another lord, 3 lords, zombie, 4 zombie lords, 5 zombie lords, and 3 zombies. I don't know if those are the last. Could be. I also don't feel like using all the buffs. So he has now 22. 30 is not so bad, but he won't be able to tank them. If I could somehow lure them here. Maybe Azata Bralani could. Maybe if one kills now that one, okay. Maybe Azata Bralani will. No, she just stands here. She doesn't want to go for those. That's the problem. I really don't know, my friends. I don't know. But we have a lot of protective luck. That's like two or 3 times in the game. There is situation when you can do it. Now we have to buff them because. But buff them how? Buff them how? I really don't have. If I go here, they will go here, and they're really not buffed. They're very weak. They're all one shot. Okay. I don't know. They won't be able to tank them, no doubt about it. To tank, I have to buff him completely. But then, what will I do the last fight? For the last fight, what can I do? Okay. All's wisdom. 32 now. 34. Yeah, I have to leave for a couple of minutes.